e-bike from Vanpowers just arrived. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I just got my Vanpowers Urban Glide e-bike. This model is their standard model, which is exactly perfect for me because I need a bike that's really easy for me to maneuver. I need a bike that's lightweight because sometimes you want to get your bike to go upstairs with you. It's only 69 pounds or 31 kilograms. I can handle this bike because sometimes you might lay your bike down. For many reasons to ride a bike, the bike could just be laid down, you know what I'm saying? And you might need to pull your bike up, and you want that to be easy to do. And that's one of the reasons I like the Vanpowers Urban Glide. Let me tell you all about it. This Vanpowers Urban Glide-Standard is great for people from 5'1" to 5'9". I'm 5'6". Safety is so important. Let me tell you about the great brakes. The gear controls are all within an easy touch on the handlebars, and they all communicate in the moment with the gearbox down here. And the ride is super smooth because of the great suspension. I love the rack on back because it's great for taking picnics to the beach or even heavy camping gear. That rear rack can hold up to 55 pounds or 25 kilograms, and the texture on the tires are great for all terrain. And this seat is great for hours of riding. It's so comfortable. Let me show you the handlebar features. All of these things are easy to understand. Let me show you how they work. So when you first turn it on, you go right on the left side of the frame and there's a button. And that's the first button you press to turn it on. And on the handlebars, the power on button is right here. It's the very top of this. I'm going to press that on for 3 seconds to turn the power on. Yay! The display is on. It's in neutral, it's at 0 miles per hour. By short pressing the power button, you get to different settings. Short presses to go from 0 speed. Now here's the time, hours, minutes, and seconds. Press again for the number of miles on your trip you've gone. There's also the plus and minus buttons. By pressing the plus button and holding it for 3 seconds, you're going to get your front light on. The plus button will also give you your pedal assist, from a little bit of assistance at 1 all the way up to level 5. That's your highest level of assistance for your fastest speed with the bike propelling itself. By pressing the plus and the minus buttons together, you get a menu interface with a whole lot of options. For display unit, I'm in miles, I'm not in kilometers. Backlight brightness, auto light, auto power off, set time, password, clear trip, Bluetooth connection, system info, and back. There are so many features here. I'm going to just get through this quickly though. By pressing the power button, I go back to what the display was. Look at that great LED. You can see everything so clearly. And this is just a factory setting that I can see it like that. It's so easy to set. The time is displaying correctly. It's 3:15 where I live right now. Here's the battery level. It's at 100%. I just charged it. In the US, I have it at miles per hour, but that could have been kilometers per hour. So not every time I'm going to be using the pedal assist. So when it gets down to neutral, that's when I'm using myself to pedal it and to burn some calories. An alternative to the pedal assist is the throttle. I'm not going to touch it now because the bike would just take off because it's on. But this you can use to get yourself going as fast as you want or as slow as you want by using it just like they would in a motorcycle. The left brake is the front brake, and it's very responsive. But when you brake, use your right brake first, which is the back, because that's safest, and then you can use them both together. But don't just use the front because you could flip over. It's why it's important to hit the right brake first and then the left. The brakes are terrific. They really work well on this Vanpowers bike. And here's your gear shift. The higher the number, the harder it is, because every time out of 7 that you would do 1 rotation with your pedaling would be 1 entire rotation with the tires. And to shift down, you just press it to the right. And if the bike were moving, it'd be easier to do that. It's not. It's stationary while I'm demonstrating. So it's at 4. But then to shift up again, you press like this. If you're using your own power to get the bike to go, you want to put it down way low, or to 1 if you're going up a hill. And maybe you'll see a friend on the way and you want to say hi. The bell is right here and easy to use. Vanpowers has made such a beautiful e-bike. This is a step-through model, which is perfect for me. It is an all-terrain bike. I can even ride this at the beach. So I want to take some shots of it at the beach to show you just how beautiful this bike is. Now I chose Vanpowers Zircon Gray color, and this frame size is a small frame that I got. This step through is leading edge. It's a 380 millimeter low step point, and that makes it easy for me to hop on and hop off for all riders of all ages. Every part of this bike is ultra quality. It is so well designed and manufactured for a sleek look besides the power and functionality. The interface is really easy. It's going to tell you your speed in real time. What a great display that you can easily read. I wasn't riding in here, but I wanted to show you how fun it was with the back lifted up a little bit and throttling it so you can see how those tires spin. Look at it kicking up the sand. Whee! What a lot of power it has. That power can sure kick up the dust for a lot of fun. I was able to ride my Vanpowers all the way down the beach to the most secluded part. There was no one at the beach that day. What a special time I had on this particular bike ride in nature on my Vanpowers Urban Glide. I had a full day riding at the beach. There was many miles I covered. This Vanpowers Urban Glide model can go to 60 to 65 miles with one battery charge. I also enjoyed a ride at another part of my beach on the bike path. I claimed my right lane and I rode and looked at the view and enjoyed this part of Santa Barbara as well. I could wave to passerbys and make friends. Oh, it's easy to coast downhill, and this was the time I was using all of my muscles and working out, and it's so responsive I could slow down so I didn't hit any of those pedestrians. The brakes work great. I put it in neutral to give myself a little workout. It was perfect along this flat path to do that, and I made a few passes so you could see me coming right at the camera with the bike riding it. It's so much fun to ride. I wanted you to see that. And here I am coming from the parking lot, getting it started and using the neutral to ride right to where I wanted to get off the bike and look at the pier. The kickstand works great. It's really solid. The bike is almost in a total vertical position. It's not too leaned over. Time to take the helmet off and take a little time to look at the view. The clouds started to come in and I was able to get a walk into the beach. I left it parked by me right on the concrete so I could take that walk and enjoy the day. It was perfect temperature. I was really zipping and having a good time. And then it was off to go for the rest of my ride. What a great day I had riding at the beach. Riding from my front door in my neighborhood has always been an issue for me. So I'm excited when I get on my Vanpowers Urban Glide. Let me show you some of my urbanness by my house. I'm going to play with my app to set my trip. I'm going to punch in my destination. Let's go. Success! It's so easy to handle. I just step through it and away I go, up my little hill, off my driveway, and now it's time to go down my hill. Now this is where I live, and this has been one of the issues. I have these hills by my house. Hey, it's always easy to go down the hill. Well, we all know that. You just glide down the hill, but coming back up the hill, there's an issue. Now, I can't even walk up that hill. Here I am trying to run up that hill because I really want to show you how difficult that hill is. That just makes me exhausted. So, if I were to go for a long bike ride, by the time I get home, I really just want to get home. And that hill is always trouble. Even walking it, I'm exhausted, let alone walking a bike up this hill. It's a long hill, my thighs are hurting by the time I get up the hill, and it's just too tiring. And it has kept me from using a bike because I don't want to go up that hill with a manually powered bike. But here with my e-bike, it's fantastic. It is so easy. I'm even pedaling a little bit just for the fun of it, just to get my exercise in. I'm so happy. This has changed my life, being able to ride up my hilly neighborhood with my Vanpowers Urban Glide e-bike. Getting home and into my driveway is a piece of cake. That is the biggest reason why I love e-bikes these days are hills. And going up hills is easy for this Vanpowers Urban Glide because it has a 500-watt high-speed brushless hub motor. That's the specs on it. And it goes up to 20 miles per hour top speed. That's a safe top speed. It's not going to go out of control for me. I would not feel comfortable higher than 20 miles an hour. The motor is located on the back wheel. It's a hub motor. You see that big round cylinder in the back? That's where the motor's located. I love all the instructions on the top of the box. It lets me know all the fun I'm going to have in the box. It has some information about the tools I'm going to assemble the bike with. Oh, and I got to tell you, those handles came in quite handy. There was handles all over the box. And I think I'm going to really like these handles because I'm going to have to move this to where I'm going to assemble it. Wow, it's not even that heavy. It's time to open the box. Oops. Ready, aim, fire. Whee! Look at that. I'm so impressed because it's packaged so well. Because you just wouldn't want it to get damaged with the shipping. The shipping from Vanpowers is lightning fast and free. It takes about 3 to 7 working days for every order. And Vanpowers gives a warranty up to 6 years for a total of the 25 parts that are covered, which is most of the bike. With Vanpowers, if you want to buy this bike, you can even have 24 months to pay off the bike in installments. They have a hassle-free payment plan. My e-bike arrived right to my door. I took everything out of the box and I wanted to assemble it outside, so I laid it on a blanket right on top of my lawn. Here's some close-ups of the bike and the high quality of the materials used. Vanpowers also gives you a box of the tools you'll need to put it together and the electronics for charging the battery. Here's a close-up of the handlebars, the fender. Those are the things you're going to put onto the bike, and it doesn't take very long at all. That took me about 5 minutes to put the handlebars on, and the fenders went on the tires. I hooked everything up, and the instructions are really easy. It took me about 30 to 40 minutes to put this bike together. Everything was very clear on how to do that. Here's a close-up of the pedals, and that was the last thing to put on. They were really easy. There were a few connections that you have to make and make them tight, so I did. The seat was really easy to put on and to adjust. I just clamped the ring down. The rack came already attached to the bike, so I didn't even have to put that on. It was welded on. And to hook up the electronics to the handlebars was super easy. It's all color-coded, and they're very easy to snap in, so I did. Let me show you how I did that. Super simple. And here's the green one. So you just hook up the color to the color. Even I can do that. It comes with a key and a spare to remove the battery. And this is how you do that. You turn the key and the battery comes right out. The battery is not that heavy. And it comes with a charging cable, and that goes with the battery, so I put it on my counter, and here I am hooking it up because I'm going to charge it first in my house. You can plug the charger into any standard AC home power outlet, 110 to 240 volts. You know charging's begun when the LED status light on the charger lights up red, and when it's fully charged, the light will go to green. Now, at 110 volts, it took a good 5 hours to charge up the battery fully. Depending on what your power outage for your house, it'll vary. You could have charged it on the bike, but I thought it was handier to charge it on my counter. And this is 14.4 amps for 1 hour at 48 volts. The app install was really easy. I downloaded the Vanpowers app through the App Store. It's like all apps. You just register to make an account. It's going to ask for your username, an email, and a password. And then it's going to send a verification to your email. The next few screens will pop up to personalize your experience. The first screen is going to ask for your gender, it's ask for your birthday, and to register your bike. This is all good information to do, so your bike is registered. Then it'll ask for a Bluetooth connection. So press OK. To continue to use the app, then you need to connect the e-bike to the app. To begin, you insert the battery for the bike and turn the key to secure the battery. Now, once secured, you'll press the power button on the left handle of the bike. Once the bike is turned on, you're going to hold the plus and minus sign simultaneously. Now, that's going to lead you to the settings screen on the e-bike. Use the plus and the minus to scroll up or down the menu on the e-bike and press the Bluetooth connection. Use the power button as the OK button. A QR code will appear, and on the app, click the top button, please connect an e-bike. Scan the QR code. Registered successfully. Yay! And after the e-bike is successfully paired to the app, you're free to go through the app features. Let me show you those. On the app, I can see the home screen. It's going to show you a picture of your UrbanGlide Vanpowers bike. This is what my screen showed. It'll take you directly to the home screen. On the home screen, you can access the settings. Once you click on setting, it allows you to adjust the assist level on the e-bike, which will also reflect onto the bike screen. In the next setting, maybe you want to adjust the unit of measure. The default is miles per hour, but you can change it to kilometers an hour if you want that. The next setting is a toggle, so if you'd like the app to warn you when the bike is at 20% level or less of battery, this is that setting. And once you're back on the home screen, there's a bell button, and that will be your inbox for any new messages and notifications. And that's at the top right corner of the home screen. The next button on the home screen is the navigation. Once you click it, it will ask to access location, and then you press always allow or only when you're using the app. The navigation portion will allow you to track the exact distance traveled. What an amazing feature. On the bottom of the account page, you can access My Services with 3 options. There's an online FAQ, there's feedback, and there's support, which is good for providing troubleshooting and video guides. Now, at the bottom of those icons is a big red button that says Go. Here's the Go page. When you press Go, this takes you to the page where you can start your bike ride. I like that. It'll display the map with your precise location and different meters that will display your ride time, your battery level, which is important to know, your maximum speed, your assist level, your riding distance, calories burned, and carbon reduction. This is great to have right on one screen. I like to see all of these details just with one glance. There's a sun icon, and you can change the display color to daytime or nighttime, and a pinpoint button to find your precise location. The top right corner, there's a magnifying glass. Now, if you press that, that's going to allow you to search for information from your previous rides. What's really great is you can follow information about your bike ride, your low speed of miles per hour to your high speed, as well as an incline, as well as your power consumption and time riding. And going into another screen, you can also plan your trip. The Vanpowers Urban Glide is able, with the screen of your phone, to give you the directions on how to get to where you're gonna go, which was fabulous to see. Here I have it, putting all the way down to Ventura. Look at that. It would have navigated my entire ride, and that's about 30 miles. So click the link below to get your Vanpowers Urban Glide. This model is the UrbanGlide-Standard, and I just love it. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for a majestic bike ride with my new Vanpowers e-bike. See you next time. I'm gonna go for a ride at the beach.